Antonio today, the only local news station with nonstop news.
Well, it's what we do. Good morning. Nonstop news starts right now. We are the only TV station in town right now, commercial free, all the way up to the top of the hour.
We have you covered this morning, including a look at traffic with Joy and a look at weather with Joe. Good morning, Joe.
Hey, good morning, guys. Well, we are starting with a live look outside across our 4 zones. Raul Rodriguez Law camera showing first light of day starting to show up. Just a few passing clouds out there. Temperatures are starting in the 70s for us. It's about the heat for your Thursday, so 70s now. Will be in the lower 80s by 9 a.m. And then this afternoon, we're in the 90s, almost 100 degrees in San Antonio by about 5 p.m. So it is about the heat for your Thursday. And we factor in that humidity, it'll feel like it's about 103 this afternoon in San Antonio. We'll keep the heat index between about 103 and 106 Thursday, Friday, and Saturday during the afternoon hours. Then we'll drop the temperature as our first fall front of the season moves in. It's a weak one, but it will bring those temperatures down a little below average by Sunday and Monday. And will also bring us a rain chance as well for your Labor Day weekend. We're talking about 30 to 40% on the rain coverage Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We'll talk timing, how much rain we may see across our 4 zones, and have your full 7-day forecast across the zones as well, coming up in just a few minutes.
Live from RoadCam, photojournalist David Mendoza checking out some of that construction that is slowing us down already this morning. Let's check in with him and get an update on the delay. Hi, David.
Hey, good morning. So I'm on 35 North coming to the 10 West exit right now, passing through that construction. It's taken me about several minutes, 7 minutes or so to get from 90 to this exit at I-10. So really it's not that bad. It's a very solid start to this Thursday morning with traffic remaining kind of cool today. I'll keep you updated if I see anything out here. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. We appreciate that, and that's good news to hear that that delay isn't slowing us down as much as it sometimes has in the past. That said, there is a little bit of congestion that may stretch past Highway 90 as well. So remember, that's kind of where he started. That's good news. Thank you, and we'll continue to check in. Rest of San Antonio looking good.
Thank you, Joy. A tragic update to a story we brought you yesterday morning. The little boy who was run over by a truck has died. Police say the child was riding a toy scooter outside a West Side home when he rolled into the street. That's when an elderly man hit him with his truck near Amorous Place in Hortensia Street. Witnesses say the toy was broken in half. The driver stayed on scene and tried to help. No charges are expected to be filed.
Man fighting for his life right now. He was shot near a Via bus stop, and that shooter is still on the run. So the guy was shot in the chest on the Southwest Military in Zarzamora about 6:30 yesterday afternoon. Police say that a man and woman were seen driving away from the scene.
This morning, police are looking for 2 people who stole cash from an ATM on the south side. Employees were in the process of servicing a Wells Fargo ATM off Pleasanton Road and Southwest Military Drive Thursday morning when 2 people wearing dark clothes took several boxes of cash. Police say the suspect threatened the employees, telling them, "Don't try anything or you're going to get hurt." They fled the scene in a dark-colored Jeep. Officers on the scene tell us the suspects match the description of another robbery earlier in the day, and they believe it's the same group behind both.
All right, stop what you're doing. Look at this video here. This is all over the internet in San Antonio. A woman walks up to a house on the south side, and at one point she's going to fire, or at least try to fire, several bullets into the door. The woman who lives at the home says she thinks this all happened because there was some sort of online beef between these 2 women. The resident who lives there says, despite all that, she never dreamed that that would lead to this.
That was a wake-up call, because when she shot, like the gun started jamming on her, and like it was like a sign, like, because my dad's ashes are right there by the window, you know. So it was like him protecting us.
So the woman who lived at the home that you just heard from obviously didn't want to be identified on camera. The woman who you see in the video here, she is 30-year-old Cynthia DeLuna. She was arrested and charged with deadly conduct with a firearm and unlawfully carrying a weapon.
A woman is going to prison for 30 years after killing her own mother on the far west side. The Bexar County Sheriff's Office says Rachel Zamarripa stabbed her mother in the chest at a home on Farnsworth Drive. Investigators say she confessed to the crime and said she was her mother's primary caregiver and was frustrated with her inability to leave the home. She was 21 at the time.
Emma Allen at the live desk. A Houston church was at the center of an FBI raid on Wednesday. The Joshua Media Ministries International Campus in Houston was raided by the FBI. Two leaders of the group, David Taylor and Michelle Brannon, were arrested, according to the Justice Department. The federal probe into the Kingdom of God Global Church is part of a national takedown of a forced labor operation that involves money laundering. Prosecutors say Taylor and Brannon recruited people to raise funds for their ministry. The indictment says the church took in close to $50 million in donations each year for more than a decade, and that money was spent on homes, cars, and other luxuries. Taylor is scheduled to appear in a North Carolina court. Brannon will go before a Florida judge. If they are convicted, they could get up to 20 years behind bars. That is the latest from the live desk.
All right, Emma, thank you. We have seen a surge this summer of COVID-19 throughout San Antonio. Cases are on an uptick at University Health.
News 4 San Antonio's Christina De Leon joins us live with more. Good morning, Christina.
Yeah, good morning, Marissa. Good morning, everyone. Experts right here at University Health say that this newest strain is called Stratus, and it's really tough to tell if you have it because it comes across as a number of things like the common cold, the flu, or even seasonal allergies. If you have some of these symptoms, you may know what we're talking about. We're talking stuffy nose, itchy or watery eyes. You could have this new strain of COVID-19. That's according to doctors over at University Health. This new strain is mimicking a lot of things, they say, in this season, with a sore throat or even a headache. Other symptoms may include muscle aches, being really tired or just wiped out. Now, Dr. Jason Bowling with University Health says this month alone, there at the hospital, they have had a confirmed 421 cases of COVID-19. That is up from about 100 from last month and up from the month before that. And that's people who are just coming in and getting tested for it. He says a lot of people are not even testing. Some even think they just have seasonal allergies. Have a listen.
People have allergies and they normally take an allergy medicine like an antihistamine and their symptoms improve and it's not getting better, or they're feeling worse, or any other associated symptoms like sore throat, muscle aches, something that they don't experience with seasonal allergies. Those would be clues that you might have COVID-19 versus just having seasonal allergies alone.
Yeah, he says if the symptoms don't go away with the normal meds for the cold, flu, or allergies, it is best to take that COVID-19 test. He says also if you're at a higher risk, like if you're 65 or older, or are immunocompromised or have diabetes. Dr. Bowling also says that this new strain, this vaccine, could be out as early as mid-September, so be on the lookout for that as well. Reporting live here in the Medical Center outside University Health, I'm Christina De Leon. We will send it back to you.
Christina, thank you. We're about 12 minutes out from 7 a.m. right now. Developing this morning, Texas became the latest state to enact RFK Jr.'s Make America Healthy Again agenda.
Details on that is from News 4 San Antonio's Tawny Davis. Good morning, Tawny.
Good morning. So Governor Greg Abbott was joined by RFK Jr. when he was signing these three nutritional bills into law. So these are Senate Bill 25, 314, and 379, all having to do with the removing of additives as well as other measures. Now with Senate Bill 25, it requires food manufacturers to label foods that contain any one of 44 additives or colorings not permitted in foods sold in the United Kingdom, Australia, the European Union, or Canada. Under Senate Bill 314, school districts and open enrollment charter schools are prohibited from providing free or reduced price meals that contain a specific list of food additives and substances deemed harmful. And with Senate Bill 379, it prohibits Texans who receive benefits through the Federal Supplemental Nutrition and Assistance Program from purchasing soda and candy with their Lone Star card. SB 25 also requires elementary, middle, and high schools to reprioritize health and exercise. It also requires health professionals to complete continuing education courses on nutrition and metabolic health. It will also require recess or physical activity for kids in charter schools. This pack of bills signed by Abbott aligns with Kennedy's national effort to promote transparency in food labeling.
This is an issue that he and I have talked about many times before today, and he has been so excited about what Texas has done to step up and literally lead the nation in this movement that he has catalyzed to make America healthy again, and now Texas is doing its part to make Texas healthy again by the laws I'm signing today.
Throughout the bill signing, Kennedy said that children are in an unhealthy state now more than ever, and is solely blaming the food for that fact, he's saying, or his opinion. Now, these new state labeling requirements will go into effect starting January 1st of 2027. Reporting live, I'm Tawny Davis. Back to you.
Tawny, thank you. Governor Greg Abbott will be in Kerrville today for a small business recovery fair. State and federal officials will be there to share resources and assistance for small businesses that were impacted by the 4th of July flooding. That event is today, 2 to 6 tonight at the Inn of the Hills on Junction Highway and Harper Road.
Now your certified most accurate 4-zone weather with meteorologist Joe DiCarlo.
We'll have a look outside across our 4 zones. Raul Rodriguez law cameras showing the sunrise out there. Some clouds, but no rain to speak of. And we're talking mostly sunny skies for your Thursday. So here is your forecast as we head through the early afternoon. Plenty of sunshine and then 99 degrees with just a few afternoon clouds for us in San Antonio for today. Thursday night lights, football forecast. First game of the season is tonight at Rutledge Stadium on the CW30, Johnson versus Judson. It's going to be a hot kickoff, 97 degrees, summer-like, 92 at halftime. So decent evening, especially as the sun goes down, a little cooler, but definitely an August football game for us tonight. Temperatures ahead, we're talking 101 for your Friday, 99 again Saturday. So it's the heat today, tomorrow, and Saturday. And then our first front of the season will cool us off a little bit as we head towards early next week. And that will set the stage as we head into September with some cooler temperatures. We'll talk in the low 90s for afternoon highs early in the week next week. Rain coverage ahead. Well, that front will bring us our next rain opportunity. It's 30 to 40% on the rain coverage Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So overall, Labor Day weekend. Saturday, it's still going to be hot, partly sunny. The rain chance is late in the day. And then Sunday and Monday, we do have that scattered opportunity through the day with some slightly cooler temperatures. We cut about 5 to 10 degrees off that high temperature from Saturday into Sunday and Monday. So this is how it may look Saturday evening. Our in-house computer model likes a few thunderstorms rolling in Saturday evening. The timing of this, though, is still hard to pinpoint, so we'll be watching for the best rain chance over your weekend. But the rain coverage through the weekend, our rainfall forecast is generally a ½ inch in most locations. Could see over an inch, especially areas along the Rio Grande. This is through Tuesday. Today, though, not a rain chance out west, just plenty of sunshine. It's the upper 90s, many of us over 100. 102 Crystal City and Carrizo Springs, the Hill Country. It's the upper 90s for this afternoon, mid to upper 90s with mostly sunny skies. Central zone, we're going to be knocking on the door of 100 in San Antonio today, upper 90s elsewhere. And then in our eastern zone, we're going to be right around 100 as well, especially from Gonzales to Karnes City. Wrap this up with 7-day forecast. Here come the rain chances with that front early in or over the weekend and early next week, Labor Day weekend, and then temperatures seasonal next week.
All right, here's what you're looking at as far as your morning commute. This is an overview of San Antonio. We've actually had a relatively light morning. Everything's relative when it comes to the traffic in San Antonio, right? So obviously still some spots where you're going to feel that congestion. We do still have the construction closure downtown as well. I-35 northbound at South Alamo Street, and we are seeing a delay behind that, stretching all the way back onto Highway 90 this morning. Photojournalist David Mendoza has been experiencing this for himself live from RoadCam. Let's check in. Hi, David.
Good morning. Well, it's definitely getting a lot busier out here. Depending on where you're at, a lot slower. Right now I'm on 410 westbound at 151. The westbound lanes are looking good. The eastbound lanes, however, are getting busy like they do every morning. I'll leave you with that. Drive safe and have a great Thursday. Back to you.
David, happy Thursday. We appreciate you. That's the latest with on-time traffic.
Emma Allen at the Live Desk. Mass deportation continues to be a top priority for President Donald Trump. According to a senior Homeland Security official, Immigration and Customs Enforcement deported nearly 200,000 people in the first 7 months since President Trump returned to the White House. It puts the federal agency on track for its highest rate of removals in at least a decade, but it's still short of their stated deportation goal of 1 million deportations a year. ICE could surpass 300,000 deportations in fiscal year 2025, which ends September 30th. The last time the agency recorded that many deportations was under President Barack Obama in fiscal year 2014, when about 316,000 people were removed. That is the latest from the Live Desk.
Well, trending now, the dress Taylor Swift wore in her engagement photos has sold out. In her engagement photos with Kansas City Chiefs Travis Kelce, Taylor wore a cream and black silk blend dress by Ralph Lauren. selling for just under $320. All sizes quickly sold out on Ralph Lauren's website.
I think Ralph Lauren's like, yes, she wore one of ours.
I love his stuff.
A London hospital has opened a time capsule that Princess Diana helped bury back in the 1990s. Two children actually decided what would go into that capsule that included a Kylie Minogue CD. They should have done a Spice Girls CD. Casio Pocket TV. There was a solar-powered calculator, a London newspaper from that day in 1991. Bottom line, this was all at the Ormond Street Hospital where the princess served as a president. It was pretty cool. They had to dig it up, though they were going to leave it for hundreds of years. They decided to dig it up because they were building a new children's cancer center there, and they needed the area, and so that's what they found. And there's all that good stuff right there.
I love time capsules.
Yeah, that's good, neat stuff.
Now's your chance to play Touchdown Trivia, sponsored by Raul B. Rodriguez Law. Grab your phone right now and scan this QR code for your chance to win a $100 prepaid debit card. Sign in and get the trivia question right, and you could win the daily $100 prize just like Stephen DeLeon. The daily prize winners will also be eligible for a chance to win the national $5,000 drawing.
Our director, Fred, just got me here, and he said Spice Girls were in 1996, so
Totally,
1991.
Fred. Yeah.
Silly me, Fred. I should have known. Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.